Uh-oh. Somebody's mad again. Guys. Damn. Bro, the Sarah Bond statement is literally throwing shots big time. I think he's had it too, y'all. The tea kettle filter has burst. And there's no filter. Wow. Are we ready, y'all? Oh yeah, we got DeeBatch in here too. We're gonna have to cover him. So, starting off, man, this is crazy. This is a funny guy. And don't worry, I brought us some treats along with the video, you know. We're not done. That was the Helldiver version, by the way. I got both editions. So, if you noticed on the left, his beard has been trimmed, shaved up. He needed to do that for Helldivers and Final Fantasy, so it was a remastered picture. And, you know, Sony's gonna take that very serious, so maybe a little bit of makeup put there. You know, I think you guys kind of get the idea. Very important stuff here. No, at all, hopefully y'all are having a great day. Let's get started. Like, comment, subscribe. Funny stuff, isn't it? Man, so this guy is just so butthurt. We're not done here. Look at what he said here. This gets even more interesting. Are we ready? People scoff at 30 million console owners because not only it's the smallest pool of players out of the four, including Steam in this, or just PC, but also the one molded around consumption of games through a subservice. Steam has 130 million monthly active users, and most of Sony's titles underperform there. What the F is 30 million gonna do? See, Nicola, what you're not getting is that Sony wants any sense of profit, period. And if it's not hurting them and it already sold on PlayStation, then what's the problem? It's not moving any hardware. It's not going to damage them. They're a hardware manufacturing company. Most people buy it for third party, and even if they are dropping a good amount of first parties, they don't last forever and they go right back to third party. Okay? Now, I know that, you know, when you're obsessed with something, like, you know, those males obsessed with women, they just, you know, that's what he does with his PlayStation every morning. I guarantee you his PlayStation 5 Pro probably does not have any single amount of dust. When he wakes up, it's like polishing a shoe to him. He takes care of it. He probably kisses it every morning, and we just don't know about it. We just caught that. But he's not afraid to show his love for Sony. See, you know, these ponies, they have different ways of doing things. Nibs has very long love essays. We saw that William guy. He does too. The Pony and Clown Show. So, yeah, Dustin says, I love how Fanboy scoff at Xbox's 30 million console owners like it's nothing. If even 5% buy a game that's 1.5 million copies, aka 105 million in revenue, and guess what? Spider-Man would sell. Yeah, the thing is that you're just getting extra money you wouldn't get, and you're not damaging your console when you already sold almost 80 million or getting there, and you're going to hit your 100 million. It's already over, you know what I mean? So it's like, why not make extra money? This is the mindset an intelligent person should have when you're thinking about things from a business standpoint. But when you want to get this obsessed, I just think that it makes sense. He's angry. I mean, Sarah Bond sent him to Gamescom for free. Man, bro. Look, I know he's seen that. He's definitely... Guys, that is just funny. This guy's a character to me. That type of stuff is like... Yeah, where it's like, okay, now I'm going outside of this and I'm going to hit you like with a low blow. Character right here. And I've seen some posts, and I've seen him and Alex get into it too. I didn't know this guy was a character like this. I've only seen a couple of his posts, but as I went through his page, I was just laughing. I think he's just had it. Like, and it's just funny to me. But if y'all know more about him, let me know, because I'm kind of new to him in the past. I guess you could say a month or so. I've seen him around on and off, but I haven't really went into his world. So I can say I know a lot about him. Now, going over, are we ready for the next? Yeah, DeeBatch. Oh, yeah, we're far from being done here. Let's get it started. LMAO at Xbox fans rejoicing at Sony porting job listing. You are not getting God of War or Spider-Man games. Okay, DeeBatch. Well, guys, we're going to hold him for that. You won't get day one Wolverine or any AAA single-player games. Nobody said day one single-player games. That would be insane. You will get live service games. LMAO. So according to DeeBatch, Sony is hiring somebody. This person said, "Bet you're wrong." We're going to get to that, though. Let's think about this, y'all. According to DeeBatch, Sony's hiring an extra group of people individually to pay them $250,000 or more than $250,000, to up to $369,000 just to do live service ports. Think about that music and that. I'm worried about him too. Guys, why? Just think about that. That's a serious pay, man. Like, you can go see some developers that are working for somebody right now. They're like, what? And you're not even a main developer working for their first party studios? Dude, I think that this right here means that you're going to be doing a lot. This is something else that I think people are just not thinking about. This is why we're highlighting it right here for DeeBatch and for Neb and for all of them. Guys, why this much for something just like that? I don't think so, man. I think you need to wake up. So, no, we're not done here. Let's continue. If it happens, then bump your chest and circle back. Show us proof of that when you have talked to Sony or Xbox. This is a live service game. That's funny. The next Xbox is a PC. Okay, I think we can agree on that. I doubt it. You could absolutely make a case for God of War, but I think Spider-Man and Wolverine will definitely come at some point. We cope. And here we cope. So DeeBatch says that's coping. We're going to hold him all for this here, y'all. I wouldn't bet on it. It would be common sense to release, say, Spider-Man on Xbox to gain 10 more millions of pounds, but this is logic in today's gaming economy. Ha, no, keep begging. So to DeeBatch doesn't care, you're just begging. Then he's backing up his PC here. Josh comes in there and says, oh, this is going to come back and bite you in the ass. Oh, of course it is. You bet. You bet. We're not done. We got some more stuff for DeeBatch here. Bruv says it's going to happen, bruv. Aren't you tired of being wrong? Wukong on Xbox? Nope, because the Series S. DeeBatch was thinking and believing that Wukong did not come, though me and Turk and a lot of other people have proved this consistently. But DeeBatch, back in January, I remember that. He was also on the 4070 stuff. Because the Helldivers 2 on Xbox? What about Ronin, Astrobots, Final Fantasy Rebirth? Oh, well, looks like Final Fantasy's coming. Stellar Blade 2, LOL, shut up, man. Helldivers is coming. Wukong is coming. DeeBatch, what's going on? Just how there's no way PlayStation puts their heavy titles like Spider-Man, God of War, and Horizon coming to PC like we thought in 2019. They're getting the single-player games, bro. Porter Rock comes in and says, bro, no, I'm just going to tell you. They're going to get the single-player games, bro. Sony is going third-party. I don't get why they're still fighting against it. Porter Walk out here, keeping it real from New York. Just telling you. Look at your grifting hind parts. Was it worth turning on Xbox just to end up getting caught up in a third-party trap with Sony? Where's your same energy, or are you just going to bend over and pretend you're somewhere else while Sony gives you more than the tip? Oof. Nintendo, these MFs are really still in denial. Bookmark, this will be fun way sooner than you think. Hey, I'll hold this here because we're going to come back here anyways. We're going to have to, you know what I mean? So DeeBatch, what's going on, man? We're not done, though. Let's continue. Shall we continue? Told you guys it's live service games and not AAA single player experiences. LOL. Xbox guys thought that they would get Spider-Man. So here's an update that we need to get to, and this is by a response from Shinobi. Boy, here it is. Sony multi-platform job listings spark major speculations, but are reportedly related to smaller titles and live service games. So they're taking this, and this is a field day for the ponies. But what they don't understand is related to smaller titles. This is still PlayStation games and live service. So why did you post that, you idiot, when it says smaller titles and live service games? So that just proves that they're hiring for stuff that is not just live service. I'm just saying, this is what I said. I didn't say I knew what games they were. I'm not saying Spider-Man. I'm not saying none of that. What I do know is if you're paying somebody that much, you're going to have some stuff coming. And it said Xbox and PC and Xbox. Let's go back up here. Senior manager of platform sales, Xbox and PC. Platform planning and performance, PC and Xbox. Multi-platform strategy. Multi-platform strategy. You see what I mean? Direct and develop a team for that. And that's just for PC and Xbox. The Nintendo stuff is something else. So what do we talk about here? Then I told people about the out of year mid-range, because if you're choosing something that's out of year and live services day and date, and Helldivers, we already know that. That's coming right now. That was announced before this. So obviously, it's other games. So it's not an argument. So let's keep going down here. This is what I don't get. My name is. Okay, we're not going to play that. Okay, a series of jobs posted by Sony Interactive Entertainment sparked widespread speculation over the weekend that it was planning multi-platform ports of major franchises, but respected insider Shinobi 602 has moved to temper expectations by stating they're related to small-scale titles. Guys, that's what I was... Look, to Sony, that would just mean mid-range. It can mean a game that used to be a big title on PlayStation, but now it's like a $20 game, $30 game, $40 game. You never know. That's all I'm saying. And of course, I can understand games like Lego Horizon, all that. That's fine. But basically what I'm saying is that it's not just live service. They were just saying you will get live service games. You will get live service games. He said it. Told you guys it's live service games and not AAA single player. No, you just said they were going to get live service games. You're not getting anything else. Same thing with Reforge. And he said, yeah, you're not getting God of War Spider-Man games. You won't get Day One Wolverine or any AAA single player. Any. He said any AAA. So anything that used to be AAA, remember this. We need to keep this here, y'all. We need to keep this here. So we're going to continue again. While a lot of people are speculating that major Sony franchises such as Horizon Zero Dawn and other such heavyweights could conceivably see the light of day on Xbox or Nintendo formats, Shinobi agreed with the following statement posted by another user. I still think it's probably safe to assume Sony thawing a bit on hardline exclusivity. Gas games come in later to Xbox if they make sense. More stuff like Lego Horizon, smaller spin-off games can come to Switch. Microsoft has recently adapted to a multi-platform strategy. We know about that. So that's what he had to say about that. Now, we're not done here. We're going to go into the comments. This guy is calling him a dumbass, which I kind of think is pretty funny. That is hilarious to me. So let's get it back going. You also told us about 33 teraflops. How did that work out for you in Pro equals 4090? Now, I don't know if I'm saying 4090, but there were some people definitely doing it. That was that other guy. DeeBatch said 4070. But DeeBatch was literally thinking that the PS5 Pro was going to be equal to the 4070. And I kept on telling him, no, bro, it's not happening. Nib was going on about it. All of them damn clowns. Who is the source and why didn't they know about the Helldivers 2 going? At this point, it's safe to say nothing is absolute and more change may come. Just be open to it. That's what I'm saying. Dude, Sony already said they would expand live service games to other platforms. So DeeBatch is just not letting it go. Right, but people were saying Helldivers 2 would never come, right? Helldivers 2 was a surprise, but it's a live service game like Destiny. He's not having it. We're not done. Josh comes in. Yo, D, remember when you told us about the PS5 Pro? Remember how effing hard we roasted you over that? So we got this music. He's a clown. PS5 Pro has RDNA 4 features, not yet on PC. PS5 Pro has 33.5 teraflops of performance. The GPU is in 7800 XT and 4070 range. Today I proved this and more in this long live premiere. Join me and let's talk about the PS5 Pro. Yeah, okay, DeeBatch, how did that work out for you? So guys, and this is where this stuff started. I think they'll continue to keep things like Warzone and stuff going on. PlayStation and Minecraft situation, but I could see a scenario where new Call of Duty games are kept on Xbox. He was wrong there. So LOL, that's from a PlayStation fan site. So people are realizing that this is just Sony sites and Sony coping and pony coping, right? And then running around having a fit, throwing stuff all over the place. Sony's ponies, sit down. Now, you guys are just gaming on PlayStation. Everything's cool. Remember, this is not for y'all. This is for the fanboys acting up, not accepting reality. Sony has put it right underneath their nose, and they just don't want to accept it. So that's what this video is about. I mean, I don't know what else we need to highlight here. Well, some funny stuff here. And yeah, just don't forget, guys. That's the remastered version. That's the launch. It was a little bit rough, but it got patched, as you saw. All right, y'all. Enjoy the show. Have a great day.